Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines in the news today: a water shortage has been repealed in Berea. And have you seen an increase in your electric bill? We've got more information on that. We've got that plus lots more local news, weather, and sports. That is all coming up right here today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, some very good news for Berea citizens today, as the water shortage advisory that was issued at the beginning of January has now been officially lifted. Berea Mayor Bruce Fraley issued an executive order officially repealing the order earlier today. Berea Municipal Utilities is still encouraging all retail and wholesale water customers to remain vigilant in voluntary water conservation efforts until the reservoir levels have risen to seasonably normal levels. Definitely good news there in Berea. Well, we've been following details this afternoon of a shooting incident that occurred on Buckwood Drive in Richmond earlier today. Sources say Richmond police were responding to a domestic violence complaint in that area when an unidentified male subject took his own life. No further details have been released at news time. We'll have more details as they become available right here on WBON TV 9. Well, would you and your significant other be interested in attending an adult prom? The Berea Fire Department is taking a poll currently to gauge the interest in such an event. 100% of the adult prom proceeds will go to the Berea Fire Department's Toy Drive Fund that helps buy toys for kids in the local community during Christmas. If enough people sign up and are interested, the event is tentatively slated for later on this year. The cost would be $100 per couple, age 21 and older. There will be music, dancing, food, silent auction, and also lots more fun. You can find out more and see the poll by visiting the link on the Berea Fire Department Facebook page. Well, we've received several messages from people around Madison County who have seen their electric bill increase, in some cases even double, over the last couple of months as the colder weather finally came around. With a look at some of those cases and some tips on what you can do, WBON TV Michael Watkins files this report.
Rising electric bills have been a major concern for people across Richmond and Madison County, as the colder temperatures have caused energy bills to almost double. The Attorney General's office has received a number of complaints related to those rising costs of electric and natural gas. The AG's office recognizes the hardship that these increased utility bills place on Kentucky's families and are closely evaluating those complaints that they've received. Many of the reported increases are related to the Fuel Adjustment Clause, FAC. The FAC is a pass-through cost based on the cost of fuel to generate electricity. This cost can fluctuate based on the price of fuel or purchased power used to supply the electricity and can affect the cost of your electric bill and the cost of natural gas. You may wish to consider enrolling in an average monthly payment plan. Many utility companies offer plans that spread the cost of heating and cooling over the whole year, allowing Kentuckians to pay roughly the same amount during the high usage months as they would pay during the slower months. You can contact your utility company to see if they offer this as an option. If you are in need of assistance in paying your current bill, Community Action administers several different programs, such as the HEART program, THAW, and LIHEAP programs. They also now have a water assistance program called LIHWAP, LIHWAP, that qualifying Kentuckians can access to help with water and sewer bills. Community Action can also help qualifying individuals with the weatherization of their homes. Reporting for WBON TV 9, hoping everybody is staying warm during the winter months, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that report. Well, on January the 30th, 1992, Sheriff Steve Bennett and Deputy Arthur Brisco of the Powell County Sheriff's Office were tragically killed in the line of duty while attempting to arrest a wanted suspect. The suspect, wanted on charges including assault on a police officer and receiving stolen property, ambushed the officers from behind with an SKS assault rifle. Both Sheriff Bennett and Deputy Brisco lost their lives in the incident. Ralph Bays was convicted of both murders and received a death sentence. To honor the anniversary of the sacrifice, officials in Powell County placed a floral arrangement on their dedicated monuments at the Powell County Courthouse, pledging to never forget their dedication to public safety. On the second day of the federal trial against former prosecutor Ronnie Goldie, Misty Helton, the woman at the center of the case, has taken the stand. The trial involves allegations that Goldie did legal favors for Helton in exchange for explicit photos and videos. Helton recounted meeting Goldie in jail and described their relationship evolving from friendly to sexual. She testified that Goldie portrayed himself as influential in the court system and helped her with various issues, including bonds, warrants, and car-related problems. Helton acknowledged that their relationship became transactional, with explicit videos requested in return for legal assistance. Helton denied working as an informant and stated she had Ronnie in her pocket. Commonwealth's attorney Brandon Eisen and Circuit Court Judge David Barber also testified during the trial. The trial is expected to continue, with Helton scheduled to testify further. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Look at the weather. Sam's in the Weather Center right after this.
Is the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. I saw the sun peek out a couple of times today, so I'm hopeful maybe we've got some sunny weather coming to the area. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center with a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gretelyn, and welcome everyone. As we look at the headlines, we have a little patchy valley fog possible again for the overnight tonight, but here's the good news. The clouds will start to break up a bit more for the day tomorrow. High pressure is building in, and this is going to be the dominant theme even into early next week, it looks like. Now, there's one caveat. We do have an isolated weekend shower threat due to a system that's right now moving in across the west coast. That's going to be sliding down to our south, but I'm unsure if it can kick up a shower here. So the best chance is along the border getting into Tennessee, but can't rule out an isolated shower here. Again, best chance of that may be on Sunday. Otherwise, sunshine through our Thursday afternoon, followed by a little bit of passing cloud cover into the day on Friday. That's as that high pressure really starts to build in. There it is. By Friday morning, just some passing clouds. Low temperatures out the door here Thursday. We'll be hanging out in the upper 20s, so a bit of a cool start out there. As those clouds begin to break up, though, we'll get into some sunshine and highs in the low 50s. How about that? Looks pretty nice. So we'll have a beautiful afternoon in store for us. Partly cloudy skies. We'll call it 53 degrees for an afternoon high. And then Thursday night, we'll drop down to around 36. A lot milder than those upper 20s. Friday then, some, again, clouds moving through, primarily in the morning, up to 53, down to 34. And here comes the weekend. Looks spectacular. 57 Saturday, 56 Sunday. And we're watching this powerful west coast storm system moving across the south central region and down into the Gulf. So we're on the northern edge of that sometime Sunday and into Monday, where we may get nicked by an isolated shower. Otherwise, the winds will pick up a bit into the day Tuesday and cool us down with highs near 50. Gretelyn, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, House Bill 159 was introduced back on January the 4th in the House to the Committee on the Committees, and yesterday made its way to Judiciary. Keith West is with us from Frankfort once again today to discuss more about the bill and what it could mean for healthcare workers. Along with Keith, Charles Baglin also has been providing updates from the state capitol. He also has an update for us today with what could be a major change the next time we go to the polls. Here's Keith and Charles.
Legislation to protect frontline medical staff, such as doctors, nurses, and physician assistants, from criminal liability should a mistake in care occur, was heard in the House Judiciary Committee. House Bill 159 would give blanket protection to medical staff from criminal penalties should a mistake be made in the care of a patient, but civil liability would still be in play. The bill's sponsor, Representative Jason Nemus of Louisville, explains the measure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a 17-line bill. It is designed to effectively codify common law with regard to criminal liability only, not civil liability. If there's any mistakes made, any negligence occurs, there's still civil liability available here. What this would say is effectively if a nurse or another healthcare worker made a mistake, that they wouldn't be criminally liable.
House Bill 159 passed with favorable expression and now goes to the full House for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
The majority measure has just cleared the Kentucky State Senate on proper proof of ID at the polls. Senate Bill 80 seeks to halt the use of student ID cards or employee identification as a primary means to confirm voter identity, relying instead on an official government-issued form such as a driver's license, military ID, or passport. Opponents call it a voting roadblock, especially for young voters, but the bill's sponsor, Senator Adrian Southworth, cites two areas of concern. One, the ease of duplication, as they do lack anti-forgery techniques. Another, as it could be used in Kentucky by students and workers from out of state.
They say we're getting rid of ways for people to authenticate their identity, and that's not what we're doing at all. Our current law says any person desiring to vote on Election Day shall give his or her name and address to the clerk of the election and shall provide proof of identification. And then we define all the types of identifications that are in our approved list. This bill changes to remove the non-government issued IDs from that list.
The measure would also remove a credit or debit card as a secondary form of identification. Senate Bill 80 has cleared the Senate floor and now moves to the House of Representatives for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Keith and Charles, for those updates. Well, 3 people were arrested this past Sunday, January the 28th, in connection with a stabbing that occurred in Lincoln and Pulaski County area. According to the Lincoln County Police, a 17-year-old boy and an 18-year-old named Alyssa Burton had lured a man named Andrew Stringer into a home on Tower Drive via social media, intending to stab him. When Stringer got to the home, he was allegedly stabbed in the back with a large kitchen knife by the 17-year-old. Stringer managed to flee and got a ride with to the emergency room when Pulaski County deputies found him wounded on the side of Highway 27. At the emergency room, he reportedly lied to authorities about how he received his injury. Pulaski County Sheriff Bobby Jones told reporters that Stringer said that he verified he was in Pulaski County across the Lincoln County line when he was out looking for a vape he had lost, and somebody unknown to him came up and stabbed him in the back. Stringer was arrested and charged by the Pulaski County Police with falsely reporting the incident. At around this time, police were called to the home on Tower Drive to investigate a stabbing. At the home, they found the boy and Burton. They claimed the man had entered their home uninvited, and a fight broke out between the boy and Stringer, where the boy stabbed the man. However, after investigation, it was revealed that no home invasion had happened and that Burton tried to clean the knife and did not report the incident until 2 hours after it occurred. The juvenile was arrested and charged with first-degree assault, and Burton was charged with conspiracy to commit assault, tampering with physical evidence, and disorderly conduct by the Lincoln County Police Department. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We got Dawson Roll. He is coming up next with sports.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Live at 5. The annual draw for the boys and girls 44th District Tournament took place today, and the matchups are now set. Find out the 2024 draw and get a latest scores reports right here from Dawson Roll.
Although the tournament is still a few weeks away, the 44th District matchups are set. Earlier today, the 4 Madison County athletic directors and various coaches gathered and watched the draw happen, which pitted Madison Central and Model on the first night and Madison Southern and Berea on the second night for the 44th District Tournament coming up in a few weeks. Now, this was the same draw the last 3 seasons, and it's consistently been this exact way for many seasons in the past. The host site will be at EKU like normal. Now let's take a look at some recent scores from the county teams, as there were some surprises last night. Our game of the night was Madison Central hosting Tates Creek in girls basketball. Madison Central was favored in this game. While the Lady Indians did pick up a win 56-50, the game was much closer than anticipated.
Creek to even be in it at this point.
Strader, 3 from the left corner, and Atea knocks down her second triple of the first half. Here's Carter on the drive and lays it in and is off. Carter, the offensive board. Again, no. Brooke Campbell, the layup. Central with plenty of opportunities and finally able to capitalize to the wing. Back up to Brittany. 3 on the way, and that's good to tie us up at 32. Central's got to be aggressive. Kick out Strader.
Big
Open
shot.
3. And it'll rattle home for Strader. Deflected twice and then finally stolen away by Strader. Bounce pass to Campbell. Her layup is good, and this is where Central can really hurt you as Strader and Campbell start forcing turnovers.
Natea Strader showed out for 26 points and 11 boards, and Eden Carter, the senior, had an awesome game with 6 points, 8 boards, and 7 steals. The team survived a scare from Creek, and now we'll have another test tomorrow, playing at Berea, who won a thriller of a game last night. The Lady Pirates went to double overtime at home against Bath County and came up on the winning side 55-52. Lady Pirate Sophie Brewer showed out for 26 points and Abigail Beard added in 21 points and 11 rebounds. Tomorrow's matchup, hosting Madison Central, will be our second official stream of the week for the sports crew. The game is set for 7:30 and will be a great inter-county rivalry. Madison Southern's girls had a quiet but impressive road victory at Boyle County last night, 39-34. This shot up Madison Southern to 4th place in the girls' region RPI, and with their next game being one in which Bailey will return from injury, this Southern group could really start to roll. Models girls won 41-9 over Covington Latin on the road, behind a great effort from Maya Bendari with 14 points. Riley Hunt also had 9, and Piper Moore added 8. The girls have another winnable game at Lynn Camp tomorrow night. Now for boys' scores, they went 0-3 in games played last night. Model lost a tough, close game at home to Williamstown, 58-55. Madison Central went to Trinity and got beaten well by a good team, 78-49. And Madison Southern got upset on the road at Jefferson Town High last night, 57-56. Although it was a rough evening for the boys, tough schedules and injuries are really the 2 big reasons for the losses on the guys' side recently. Tonight, EKU's women's team is hosting a big home game with the Country Night theme against Stetson. With both of these teams currently battling for some of the few top spots in the conference chase, this makes an EKU win tonight even more important, but they need fan support. Come out to the Coliseum tonight at 7 o'clock for good country music and good EKU girls basketball. Now the Kentucky Wildcats men's team hosts Florida, Rupp Arena tonight at 8 o'clock. This game will be big for the Cats as they're trying to gain a game in the SEC race with Tennessee losing last night, and they're also looking to sweep Florida for the regular season. That's going to wrap up today's Sports Report. I'm Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Lots more news here, including Wanted Wednesday. That's still to come right here live at 5.
If
it won't go down.
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Mushroom lovers, this one's for you. This is for the beef lovers too, the onion lovers, the Swiss cheese lovers. If you love all these things, then you're going to absolutely love our classic double mushroom onion melt. Try it now, only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only, so come on in and try some today, only at A&W.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club with Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
Welcome back to Live at 5. It's Wednesday, and we have Wanted Wednesday coming up for you right now. This week, the Wanted Wednesday is for Jody Spriggs. Jody D. Spriggs, 39 years old, is wanted for failing to appear in court for warrants out of Floyd County. He is listed as 5'9" tall with dark hair and blue eyes. You can see a picture of Jody Spriggs there. If you have any information on his location, you're asked to please contact the Kentucky State Police. Any post will do. And again, that is Jody Spriggs, 39 years old, and he is this week's Kentucky State Police Wanted Wednesday. Well, Frankfort police arrested a 39-year-old Sheena Wood, charging her with assault, criminal abuse, and endangering the welfare of a minor. Wood's physically disabled son, receiving treatment for bed sores at Norton Children's Hospital, was found in a concerning state of malnutrition, diagnosed with refeeding syndrome, a potentially deadly condition that occurs when malnourished individuals resume feeding. The hospital reported the condition to a social worker who contacted Frankfort police. Wood faces charges of assault, criminal abuse, and endangering the welfare of a minor. She is being held at the Franklin County Regional Jail on a $25,000 cash bond. Thanks so much for joining us here today at Live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great night.